Hi, I'm Emma and I'm the CEO at WildFang. WildFang is building a community for tomboys. We like to think of ourselves as the home for the tomboy. I'm kind of a brand marketing nerd. Something I'm really passionate about is building a brand, building a place where people can belong, building a place that people are proud to be a part of. So I tend to, some of my idols and some of the people I look up to are people who've built really strong brands and done it for the right reasons. So I'm actually hugely inspired by Richard Branson and the story behind Virgin. I feel like that's a really consumer-oriented brand that stands for stuff, and he's kind of like, in many ways, sort of like fuck the rules, for lack of a better way of putting it. He has gone into things that people told him not to do because he believed in them. So that's someone from a business perspective I really look up to. I think locally I also have a number of mentors who've been really good to me. People like Kelly at The Climb, people like Matt at Cloudability, who, you know, when you're starting out in a space like this, it's hard, startup's really hard, and I think having people locally on the ground who can point you in the right direction and give you some mentorship is important. So definitely some of the local CEOs have been really good to me. There are definitely a few people in the LGBT community who stand out for me. I've been fortunate enough to work with a few of those people. People like Megan Rapinoe, who is a US soccer star, an Olympic gold medalist. She is not only one of the most professional and personable people I've ever met, but she's exceptionally passionate and very brave, and I think the way that she handled herself in the run-up to the Olympics was, you know, I think it was hugely inspirational for a lot of young girls and a lot of people out there in general. So Megan, I'm a big fan of. I'm also a big fan of Tegan and Sarah, which might be pretty obvious, but we've been very lucky to work with them, and again, both exceptionally passionate and talented individuals who, yeah, I think they're doing something really pure that comes really from the heart, and they mean every word they say, you know. So I really appreciate their vulnerability and the strides that they've made in that space to make it cool for other people to come behind them. So those are some of the people we've been lucky enough to work with, and I'm big fans of both of them. Why am I in LA? Why am I a supporter of human rights? This is a really hard question for me to answer because I can't imagine the opposite. I can't imagine what the world would look like if you weren't. It's so utterly not an option in my mind to not be an ally that I struggle to answer this question. I think for me, I grew up as a bit of a sports kid. I was a jock, not very cool jock either. I worked at Nike. I really truly believe in the power of human potential and the potential that's within all of us to overcome stuff and to be our best and to be better than we were yesterday and to achieve our dreams and to sort of, you know, break new ground. And I think being an ally kind of fits into that. I don't think there are certain groups of people with potential, and I don't think there are certain groups of people who deserve to exploit or reveal their potential. I think that's just a basic human right. So yeah, for me, I love to see people achieving what's possible and being held back by nothing if we can create that world. So yeah, I struggle to think why you wouldn't be an ally. It just seems like a no-brainer really for me. So.